Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Feece Review. Today we will be talking about my top 10 favorite classic rock albums. I like classic rock, it's cool. It depends what mood I'm in, but there's a lot of good classic rock albums out there and I'm going to share them with you. Number 10, this one's called Pronounced Leonard Skinner. And it's a really good album. I mean, obviously it's Leonard Skinner. It's really tragic that the bandmates, a lot of the band members died in a plane crash a long time ago. But that was, even the lead singer died. But this album had a lot of great songs you probably heard. Simple Man, Free Bird, Give Me 3 Steps was another good one, and Tuesday's Gone. This was their debut album for Leonard Skinner, and it was actually a really good album. Next up is Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. Now Bruce Springsteen, me and my dad liked this album a lot. I usually can't stand it when my parents get into the same music I like, but this one's an exception. Born to Run, my dad really likes this album, and I really like this album. Has a lot of good melodies, and their first song, Born to Run, is kind of optimistic and kind of like about teenagers. It feels like it's about youth and optimism, and there's a lot of other songs. Thunder Road is a good one. Yeah, it's a really great album. Fun, exciting, great lists of songs in that album. Number 8, I'm counting down from 10. Number 8 is Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. This was a really easygoing album for a lot of people. They had a lot of great songs on the album. The classic one known as You Can Go Your Own Way. They also have another really good song called Dreams and Never Going Back. Number 7. This is a great album. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. Now, this album is really mixed when it comes to their music. For example, they have an instrumental song. This is one of my favorites off the album called Great Gig in the Sky. Now, Great Gig in the Sky was just instrumental, but they had these amazing vocals from the singer. They also had great songs called Money and Breathe in the Air was one of the great songs, and obviously Eclipse was probably the most popular song off the album, but it was also a great song. The album flows very well. Number 6, Appetite for Destruction. Now, a lot of people don't like Axl Rose's singing, and I can understand that, but if I'm in the right energetic mood, I can listen to Appetite for Destruction and actually enjoy it. It depends what mood I'm in. But this album has a lot of fun, exciting songs, and also obviously has Sweet Child of Mine, which was probably their best well-known song. They have a lot of other songs. I like their song, It's So Easy, and he actually, for half the song, he doesn't use his annoying voice. He uses a cool deep voice. And there's also Welcome to the Jungle. You've heard that one probably. There's a lot of great songs on that album, and I feel like it's definitely one of their best albums. Number 5, The Grateful Dead, American Beauty. This was an amazing album. For this album, they had a lot of their song Ripple. That was a really beautiful song. They have Box of Rain, the first song on the album. They have Friend of the Devil. Now, this was kind of a funny song, but it was interesting in the way they played it. It was upbeat, but it was basically about being on the run, and I liked this album. It was calm, and you can't go wrong with some Jerry Garcia. A Night at the Opera. Everyone knows Bohemian Rhapsody. If you don't, get out of here. And they have a lot of other great songs in the album. Their vocals are amazing. There's like 3 of them, I'm pretty sure. And Freddie Mercury is obviously the god of singing. Well, that's my opinion. Don't quote that. But I just really love his vocals. You're My Best Friend is a great song off the album. Or Lazy on a Sunday Afternoon. I really like that song. Short, but it introduces the album with a fun feel. Number 3. I bought this album at Clock Tower Records, and it was the first time I heard this album. Great album, and that is Led Zeppelin IV. They have Stairway to Heaven. Don't play that in a guitar shop, or the guitar owner will get really annoyed because of... Anyways, and they also have Black Dog on that album. Been a long time since I rock and roll. I think it's just called Rock and Roll, but that's a great song. Classic. They have so many great songs on that album, and it was, in my opinion, it was one of their masterpieces. Number 2, the Beatles, Abbey Road. Now they have Octopus's Garden on this one. They have Come Together. These were great. This was obviously a legendary album. I honestly should listen to it more often. They're interesting to study too, as musical talents. Number 1, drum roll. Who's Next? I'm doing Who's Next. That was The Who, obviously. This was their awesome album. Now, there's a lot of good songs off this album. Behind Blue Eyes. This is a kind of a sad song, but it is Won't Get Fooled Again. This is a fun song and kind of rockin', but not as fast beat. Baba O'Reilly. That's a great song. Anthemish, and it has a lot of things to share. And their songwriting. So yes, those are my top 10 classic rock albums, if there's one you think I missed, which I can't fit every classic rock album into a top 10 list, but if there's one you think I missed, let me know. Maybe I can make another top 10 classic rock albums. Peace out, guys.